Welcome to episode number 6 of Jack of Sales, and we're gonna be back. We're just back with new updates for the week. It's been an amazing week. It's very very grateful. Ramzan's almost over, and really just enjoying the entire season. Just love the entire season and feel like like a snap. It just it feels like it's been 6 videos, 6 episodes, and yeah, man, it's been a journey, man. Because like from the beginning, I'm gonna rewatch the first video, and then I'm gonna watch this video again. So it's like 1 month in passing, right? And so like how much things have changed, but definitely. So yeah, like number one, I've been working on the new offer. So far, it's been pretty cool, man. Like I've been booking calls. I even booked like 5 calls today, and I really like the team as well because I'm getting leads from content, right? And it's pretty cool. Like I'm talking to these people, and again, there's a lot to learn again. And this time I'm learning way faster than like my last offer. So it's been really good this so far. And another thing I'd like to touch on is just like how powerful action can really be. Like just one biggest lesson I learned is that just communication in general, right? Like if you over communicate, it's the best thing ever, especially like in teams such as like in sales teams. Number one thing you want to be doing is over communicating. Literally, like just own up to your mistakes, show up to calls early, own up to your mistakes. If you miss a meeting, own it up and then show up to the next meeting. And just be the most hardworking guy out there. And that's like the lesson that I just recently learned, and I'm so grateful that I just learned that, right? I even saw it in a video and I was like, yeah, this makes so much sense. Like this is just exactly what I learned. Okay. So I mean, yeah, so far it's been a crazy thing, crazy journey, right? And another thing, right? So like another big thing is like the sort of like the coach, right? The mentor that I'm under. So he's gonna be recruiting, right? Or he's like gonna be connecting people with a very big guy in the space. It's an absolute G. And whatever my plan for today is just to, number one thing, I'm gonna do some things like create my resume, create my one pager, and create a loom, right? So it's an intro video. Get like a role play, not role play, 2 minute video of role play. Just try to get like a really good asset that I can send over, so that I'm really prepared and I can really just show that I've put a lot of time and effort into just making an effort to stand out from the crowd for the interview, right? And for the application in general. So I'm very very excited about that. I know that it's a bit of a hassle. Obviously it's not a hassle, I'm not going to say that, because I want to trick my mind into thinking it's fun. It is fun, it's really fun, to be honest. It's way more fun than freaking college, right? But yeah, so that's what's going to be happening. And just for today and tomorrow, that's all I'm gonna do. Like I'm gonna put my head down and really just do that. And one biggest thing that I've realized over the past few days is that, look, the opportunity does not matter. It literally does not matter, because now I feel abundant, right? Like I can land opportunities. I feel like God, Alhamdulillah, God is just gonna give me opportunities. I'm just gonna have them, and I can take them at any point of time. My duty as a man, my duty as an individual, is to make sure I fulfill, like take the most use, make the most use of those opportunities. And so, for exactly that, what I'm doing is really sitting down, trying my best, saying, like, okay, my word is my law. What I say is gonna come true, right? Like, whatever I tell my conscious mind, it's gonna command it consciously. And I'm really trying to work on that, and it's happening. And it is beautiful. I promise you, man. Like when you start getting that feeling of, yeah, I said this and I'm actually following, when you start following through, man, does it feel good, bro. Man, does it feel good. But yeah, so that's that. Updates on my fitness journey. So no, well, not, yeah, it's been a balance. Like I've been hitting the gym way more than last week, like 3 to 4 times, right? Again. And what I'm gonna do is just obviously I really like hitting the gym in the morning, man. Like even though if I don't get sleep the entire night and I'm awake, but the feeling of just going to the gym in the morning when like there's literally no one in the gym, you're just alone, like you're the first guy in, feels amazing, man. Genuinely makes me think. I am, by the way, like I am the first guy and the last guy out. I'm the most hard working person that I know, right? I am the most hardworking guy I know, man. I am the most, you know, just charming, charismatic individual, and I genuinely believe that, right? I genuinely do. And so one more thing that I did want to touch upon is like when it comes to like the mindset stuff, right? So one major thing is to like see yourself through a different frame or like through a different lens. So for example, one thing I read that I really like is you can do this thing where you create a frame and you're like, okay, what would my desired version think of this right now? What would my desired version think of this, feel about this, and what would you recommend? And so first I was like thinking, okay, what does my desired version even look like? And I just realized like I'm very lazy. Like I'm not lazy, by the way. I don't think I'm lazy. I'm very hardworking, but it still does take like kind of some effort to come up with the desired version for yourself because you don't really know what you want. And so I was thinking, okay, what else can I do? Well, I just put my mentor into that frame, right? I was like, okay, if I was my mentor, right? Like how would my mentor think about this? How would he feel about this? Etc. And so I just asked him questions, and even if I don't ask him questions, it's like I know how he's thinking because I've heard him a lot of times and I've watched his videos, and I just have them ingrained in my mind, and I'm still continuing to do so. And so it has such a more powerful effect because then I can see my adversity, see my difficulty through his lens, and that makes me feel like, okay, if this is difficulty, nah, this is normal, man. If like Iyad was thinking, yeah, this is difficulty, Mohammed's thinking, nah, that's okay. There's nothing. That's just part of the process. That's easy, right? So when you just view these things through a different lens, it's an amazing effect, bro. I promise you. Okay. So that's that. And one more thing, yeah, the skills that I'm picking up on is like number one thing I learned today. Not number one, obviously. One of the things is, yeah, just speed to lead, bro. Like, dude, as soon as they pick up the call, like as soon as the lead comes in, just you call them. As soon as you call them, you book them in, you send them the resources ASAP. You send them the resources, you keep doing the follow-ups, and everything just has to be ASAP, ASAP, ASAP. Just speed, 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 speed. I'm not the fast person. I'm not the fastest person in the world, but I'm very fast. Like I'm speedy, and so that really helps out, especially like in opportunities when you're trying to show that okay, you're hungry, you're coachable, you're committed. You want to be able to do these things, right? You want to be very very fast because that shows that okay, this guy, he was faster than the others. And so yeah, that's like a very very valuable lesson for myself. Other than how do I feel about like my journey right now? So one thing I will say is I guess, like, how do you say this, like something I want to work on is like relaxing, right? Just relaxing, and not in that way where you're like laying down, but like rather than just like relaxing in a way where you're closing your eyes and you're sitting in the quiet for 20 to 25 minutes and you're thinking and you're really just emitting that frequency of a rich guy. Because one thing I've realized is like I emit poor frequency a lot of the times. Like I say things that's like a brokey thing, and I emit like a brokey frequency, and I don't want to do that. I want to change it to that, rich frequency. I want to have the frequency of a man who is abundant of wealth, abundant of love, and just fitness, just health in general. And so, yeah, that is one thing that I want to work on this full week. I've basically got an editor now, so like I'm gonna probably push out more content, and my goal is gonna be like one reel, just like in this 1 week, in the upcoming week. So yeah, that's the entire plan. And what else? Is there anything else we can cover today? I think I'm going to build a sales community as well, like in the future maybe. after like a while or something, after a few months. But for now, what I'm gonna do is just try to push out a bit more value, like just really show like what everything that I've been learning, right? And like the fasts have been really good as well, but I've I've been sleeping like shit these days. Like I just sleep at random times. Like I'm telling you, like it's not even like random. It's just random times. I just crash out, and like the gym is all over. Everything is all over the place. But hopefully, like in a few days, it's gonna be better. And since I've gotten a taste of like how it feels to be early, even though like I haven't been sleeping, like I just stay up till it's early. It definitely gives you a feel, like it gives you a taste of okay, how does that feel like, and that makes you feel like okay, I want more of this. And like for example, if you're sitting in a Lamborghini, if you've gone through your entire childhood with a with that rich frequency, you're seeing Lamborghinis and you're seeing rich houses, rich dinners, and etc., and you're having them. So you're basically emitting rich frequency. You're like, okay, I'm abundant of money. And so when a situation arises where you're forced to be a brokey, you just can't, because you're a rich guy. And when you emit that frequency, life is gonna put you into a situation where you do end up being rich. And so yeah, that's one thing that I find that I want to practically work towards, to really just enable my frequency, that vibrations. Right? I know it just sounds like buzzwords, but it's genuinely true. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be it for today's week. The weekly episode, and the next week's episode is gonna be next Sunday, along with hopefully not at least, just one reel, nothing more than that, just one Instagram reel. Okay, see you soon.